అకేషన్ ఏదైనా లొకేషన్ ఎక్కడైనా తెలుగువారి వేడుక అంటే ఆలివ్ మిఠాయి ఉండాల్సిందే.
నమస్తే అండి. మిషన్ సింధూర్ మనందరికి తెలిసిందే ఎలా జరిగింది, ఏం జరిగింది అని. కానీ అందులో యూజ్ చేసిన మిజైల్స్ గురించి ఎంత తీవ్రంలో అక్కడ దాడులు జరిగాయి అన్నది ఇవాళ మనం మాట్లాడదాం. నేషనల్ సెక్యూరిటీ అనలిస్ట్ చంద్రహాస్ గారు ఇవాళ మనతో ఉన్నారు. వారిని అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. నమస్తే అండి.
నమస్తే.
చంద్రహాస్ జీ, ఐ నో యు ఆర్ నాట్ గుడ్ విత్ ద తెలుగు, బట్ నేను అడిగే క్వశ్చన్స్ తెలుగులో మీకు అర్థమవుతాయి కదా? ఓకే. ఇవాళ మనకు పొద్దున అంటే ఎర్లీ అవర్స్ లో అరౌండ్ 1:30 to 1:40 మార్నింగ్ టైమ్స్ లో జరిగిన ఆ దాడిలో యూజ్ చేసిన మిజైల్స్ గురించి ఒక్కసారి మాట్లాడదామా? అవి ఎంత పొటెన్షియల్, ఈ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ మిజైల్స్ పాకిస్తానీ వాళ్ళ దగ్గర కూడా ఉన్నాయా? ఒక్కసారి మన మిజైల్ గురించి, ఆపరేషన్ గురించి మాట్లాడదాం, ఎంత స్థాయిలో జరిగింది అనేది.
Okay. So like I have previously mentioned, we have learned some lessons during our Balakot strikes. During the Balakot strikes, we lacked the capability to strike 100 kilometers within Pakistan. Right now, this was a tri-services mission where the Indian Navy, the Indian Army, and the Indian Air Force, all of them attacked at the same time. So we have inducted 36 Rafale fighter jets in the last few years. Rafale fighter jets are 4.5 generation, one of the most advanced weapons in the entire world.
World?
China, in the entire world, except for the F-35, which only the United States Air Force has. The second most advanced fighter jet in the world is Rafale M. Even China, I believe, does not have the capabilities which Rafale M has. Rafale M is equipped with two missiles called Scalp and Meteor. These are cruise missiles which can be fired from well within Indian territory. So our fighter jets do not need to cross the border. Staying within our borders, we are able to target Pakistani installations as far as 150 kilometers.
150 kilometers ఉన్న టార్గెట్ ని మనం ఇండియాలో నుండి స్ట్రైక్ చేయొచ్చు.
Right. Because as you understand, the fighter jet is almost 10 to 15 kilometers in the air. When it fires a missile, you can add another 10 to 15 kilometers onto the range. Because the missile, once it's fired, it acts like a rocket. It's like Agni 5, for example, a miniature version of Agni 5. It's a cruise missile. The radars cannot detect it, and it attacks very fast. There are unconfirmed reports that the Indian Army has used surface-to-surface missiles. As we know, we have a vast array of such missiles, including the BrahMos.
Surface-to-surface missiles అంటే మనం ఎక్కడి నుంచి అయితే వేసామో ఆ సర్ఫేస్ నుండి కరెక్ట్ గా టార్గెటెడ్ సర్ఫేసెస్ మీదకి వెళ్ళేది, అదేనా సర్ఫేస్ టు సర్ఫేస్ అంటే?
The Scalp is an air-to-surface missile where it was launched from the Rafale fighter jet. That is called an air-to-surface missile, which has a range of 70 to 100 kilometers. The Indian Army might have used something like the BrahMos. So the BrahMos is a cruise missile. It is a terrain-hugging missile. That means it stays very low to the ground, maybe even just 30 to 40 meters above the ground surface. The Pakistani radar systems cannot detect this missile. It's almost hypersonic.
ఓకే, భూమి నుండి 30 నుండి 40 అడుగుల దూరంలోనే ఉంటుంది అది. ఆల్మోస్ట్ అంటే భూమి మీద ఉన్నట్టు.
Right, because as you know, in case a missile is fired and it reaches a certain height, the radar systems of Pakistani army would have detected it. Now, nobody could detect it. Neither the Pakistani Air Force could stop it, neither the Pakistani army could stop it. And that is because I believe that we use the BrahMos terrain-hugging cruise missiles. These missiles fly so low that the radar systems cannot detect it, and up to a range of 100 to 150 kilometers they can strike. And all of these 9 terrorist camps, which have been chosen strategically as well as symbolically, it is like hitting the headquarters. Like I said, it's like hitting Rawalpindi. Where they have hit are all of the major headquarters of Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, and other terrorist organizations. So this is the most unprecedented message which we have sent, that if you touch India, Balakot now is just a small point in history. We have shown, like Israel does, like the United States of America does, we have shown that our response will be unparalleled destruction.
Sure.
And this time in Balakot, Pakistanis hid the truth, right? We did not have any videos. Right now, every single Pakistani who had a mobile recorded live what was happening. And this time, Pakistan cannot escape saying that India did not do anything.
Yeah.
However, the issue with that is that we have climbed one step on the nuclear escalation ladder. Right now, Pakistan will have to show a powerful reply to what we have done, and that can lead to complications. I believe that a couple of squadrons of F-16, JF-17, Chengdu JF-20 will try to attack Indian brigade headquarters, Indian military installations in Kashmir and Jammu. But what they have forgotten is that our Brahmastra is the S-400 Russian military missile defense systems. How powerful S-400 is can be gleaned from the Ukraine-Russian war, where America has refused to give F-16s to Ukraine because they know that in case Ukraine tries to attack Russia, the S-400 missile systems will completely obliterate the F-16s. Incidentally, Pakistan also has F-16s. Unless America uses their F-35 or their F-22 Raptor, there is no fighter jet on earth which can penetrate the Indian defenses and come anywhere near the dam. We use Rafale jets.
Okay.
Scalp and Meteor standoff missiles. These are beyond visual range missiles. Like I said, 70 kilometers away you can fire. We did not cross the border. We did not cross the line of control.
Okay.
And the Indian Army used BrahMos cruise missiles. So firstly, Indian Army used BrahMos. Possibly, they haven't confirmed yet.
Yeah.
The level of destruction which I have seen points to the uses of BrahMos. The Indian Air Force used Rafale to fire beyond visual range Scalp and Meteor missiles. And I believe that the Indian Navy has used loitering munitions. Because as we saw, Bahawalpur is very close to Jaisalmer. The Indian Army and the Indian Air Force have primarily targeted Jammu and Kashmir and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, the area there. So Bahawalpur is a different area of operation, which I believe was fired from Arabian Sea. These loitering munitions were fired. They waited, they watched, and as soon as they saw some terrorists emerging from the headquarters of Lashkar-e-Toiba, they immediately dropped the bomb.
Okay.
So now Pakistan doesn't know what to do. Their generals have lost their minds because they cannot respond to India because we have the most advanced surface-to-air missile defense system.
సరే ఇక్కడ మనం రెండు న్యూస్లు చూస్తాం. లెట్స్ టాక్ అబౌట్ దట్. ఒకటి ఏంటి అంటే మేము రిటాలియేట్ చేస్తాము అన్నారు. రిటాలియేట్ చేయడం అంటే వాళ్ళు F-16 మన మీద యూజ్ చేస్తారనా? అండ్ ఇంకొకటి మనం చూస్తున్న న్యూస్ ఏంటి అంటే అమెరికా ఇప్పుడే అనౌన్స్ చేసింది మీరు కౌంటర్ అటాక్ చేయకూడదు అని. అంటే ఆ మాట వీళ్ళు క్రాస్ చేస్తే, అమెరికన్ వర్డ్ ని క్రాస్ చేస్తే, దే ఆర్ డైరెక్ట్ ఎనిమీస్ నౌ టు అమెరికా.
Right. So yes, Pakistan can use their F-16 as well as their Chinese aircrafts. They have a lot of Chinese aircrafts like JF-17 and JF-20. They can definitely try crossing the border, but as we know, we are on full alert.
Sure.
We are on full alert and we have the most advanced air defense system, which is the S-400.
Yes.
So I believe they can target our brigade headquarters in Uri, in Punch, in Pulwama, all of these areas. We have some military installations. They might target those, or they might try to attack Baglihar Dam, because as we know, Pakistan has been threatening India with war because we have stopped water.
Yes.
So in case Pakistan decides to attack the dam, we will respond back. There are unconfirmed reports that we have already destroyed a couple of their fighter jets. They are denying. They are instead claiming they have downed. The first evidence is that in case they have, how can they down our fighter jets when we didn't cross the border?
Exactly.
You can't come inside our country and down. Apparently, they tried to respond hastily. One of their JF-17s might have crashed in Indian territory. The survey is going on. They are checking that entire area where it has been suspected to be down. In case that is true, they will be even more cautious in trying to do this.
Sir.
So I believe Pakistan's only response left now is to attack India with ballistic missiles.
Ballistic
Because in-
missiles.
Because
Sir,
in
could you
case they
explain
use-
about the ballistic missiles? అంటే అవి ఏంటి ఒకసారి చెప్పగలరా?
Yeah. So like India has BrahMos,
Yeah.
Pakistan has a variety of ballistic missiles and cruise missiles called the Shaheen. Shaheen 1, Shaheen 2, Shaheen 3.
Mhm.
So because they cannot use the F-16, they will have to use these missiles to attack India. But the question is, where will they attack in India? Because we have not targeted any Pakistani civilians.
Exactly.
We have not targeted any Pakistani military facilities.
Yeah.
In case they attack Indian military facilities, it is a next level of war.
Exactly.
Then India will unleash our entire system. We have got BrahMos, we have got Agni 1, Agni 2, Prithvi, we have got Rudram hypersonic missiles. Again, Pakistan is in a conundrum. How will they respond? Because if they drop one missile on us, we will drop 100 missiles on them.
Exactly.
Pakistan is a very small economy. They do not have the ammunition, they do not have the missile storage system to really fight this war for a long time. India is a $5 trillion economy. We have all the fuel, we have all the missiles. So I do not see Pakistan coming out of this. I believe they will lie as they have lied for the last 70 years. They will say we have won the war and they will shut down.
But this
in
time,
case-
even Pakistani civilians are posting their videos.
Yes,
On
that
what
is
actually
why-
happened?
That is why this is a very difficult moment for both of the countries, because Pakistani government has to show to them that they have given a very strong response. Unlike Balakot, unlike Uri surgical strikes where Pakistan claimed nothing has happened, this time there is evidence the entire world has seen. As you would have seen the videos, the car driver has an actual recording where he moved and he saw the missile being hit.
Exactly.
These things Pakistan cannot hide. That is why I believe Pakistani army and air force, they will respond, but they are very constrained because whatever they do, we will stop them. It is like a small, a 50 kg guy trying to punch a 100 kg MMA fighter. They cannot do anything. But I believe they can try using Shaheen ballistic missiles to attack Indian installations. But in case they do that, our response will be 100 times more. So, like they say, this is a trailer. What India has done, this was more of a trailer. We have not used any of our power. It was like a light punch. But in case Pakistan responds, I believe we will launch Agni ballistic missiles, conventional loads. But there is a slight risk. I would say there is a 5% risk of a nuclear war. But again, I believe in nuclear war, our current public doesn't know the truth. A nuclear bomb, in case it is dropped, let us say on Hussain Sagar, it will not even destroy Himayat Nagar.
Oh, is that?
Yes.
But normally nuclear bombs అనేవి ఒక్కసారి యూజ్ చేస్తే ఆ కంట్రీ అంతా ధ్వంసం అయిపోతుంది అంటారు కదా.
Right. That is a misconception.
Okay.
Nuclear bomb has a radius of 1 kilometer only.
Oh, okay.
So within that 1 kilometer, everybody will be dead. Let us say they drop it on Kondapur, for example, because they will want to target very important like Microsoft Office, something like that. So in case they drop on Kondapur, even Madhapur will not be destroyed. However, the radiation effects will cause all of us to hide in underground bunkers or in your basement. So I think the public should be prepared with about 3 weeks of water, 3 weeks of food, and they should have anti-radiation medicines which the doctors have prescribed. Because
3 weeks preparation అనేది కంపల్సరీ.
There is a very minute chance of escalation.
Yeah.
But as we know, wars cannot be predicted. If they decide to attack, we might attack, then they might attack, then we might attack. And Pakistan at one point, they're mad. They're a mad country. They have nothing to lose. We have everything to lose. Imagine, and they will not attack Delhi. Nothing. They will attack our economic centers. High-tech city is like an entire country. High-tech city has more GDP than Pakistan.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ సార్. అంటే ఈ సందర్భంలో వన్ ఫైనల్ క్వశ్చన్ సార్. ఇప్పుడు S-400 అనేది ఎంత పొటెన్షియల్, ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళు మనకి మేజర్ సిటీస్ ఏదైతే ఉన్నాయో మెట్రోపాలిటన్ సిటీస్ ఇలాంటి మీద టార్గెట్ చేస్తే S-400 అనేది దీంట్లో ఏమన్నా పొటెన్షియల్ ప్లే చేయగలదా దాన్ని అవాయిడ్ చేయడంలో?
Right. So right now S-400 has been deployed against China. 2 battalions have been deployed against China. 2 battalions have been deployed in Kashmir and Punjab. So in these areas, very important installations like Pathankot Air Base, Srinagar Air Base, Jammu Air Base, these are being defended by S-400.
Okay.
But in Delhi, there is a ballistic missile defense system prepared by DRDO. So in case they decide to attack any of these systems using their F-16, they will be stopped. However, it is extremely difficult to stop any ballistic missile.
Exactly.
So I believe going in the next 10 to 15 days, we might see a response from Pakistan. If they decide to attack, it will be a ballistic missile attack because that cannot be stopped.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ F-16 ఎలాగో వాళ్ళు యూజ్ చేయలేరు కాబట్టి అంటే క్లియర్ వాళ్ళకి నో వచ్చేసింది కాబట్టి ఫ్రమ్ అమెరికా.
Yes, exactly. This is very important point you have raised, that F-16s, America has said it will not be used. Therefore, their only option is JF-17 and JF-20, which are very weak compared to F-16.
Okay.
So S-400 can destroy any fighter jet in the world right now. So there is no way that the piddly Pakistani Air Force has any response. I believe the only thing they can do is a ballistic missile attack. My only concern is that both of the countries should play it safe and a nuclear exchange.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. సో విన్నారు కదా, మన దగ్గర స్ట్రాంగ్ మిసైల్స్ ఉన్న S-400 ఉంది. S-400 ఏంటి అంటే మనకి కొన్ని వందల కిలోమీటర్ దూరంలో నుంచి మిసైల్ వస్తున్నా ఇది ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేసి మన కంట్రీని కాపాడగలదు, సిటీస్ ని కాపాడగలదు. ఇలాంటి గొప్ప వార్ ఎక్విప్మెంట్ మన దగ్గర ఉంది. సో జనాలు స్టిల్ ఒక 3 వారాలకి సరిపడా అన్ని మందులు కానీ రోజువారీ వస్తువులు కానీ సమకూర్చుకోవడం మంచిదే అని చెప్తున్నారు అనలిస్ట్ చంద్రహాస్ గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
సుమన్ టీవీలో మీ పర్సనల్ అండ్ బిజినెస్ ప్రమోషన్స్ కోసం కింది నెంబర్కి కాంటాక్ట్ చేయండి.